know, Tyler, the trend of demand, of people wanting to drive an SUV or a crossover utility vehicle, that's not slowing down. That continues. What's happening is that automakers have pumped out so many of these models that sales per model, in other words, let's take like the Jeep Wrangler as an example, not a definitive one, but as one example. The number of sales per model is declining from here. That means for automakers, it's going to be a lot tougher to boost the profitability of these vehicles. Also, keep in mind, we're in a slowing sales market.
It's adding additional pressure, and I think that pressure is certainly causing some inventory issues and causing manufacturers to make some tough decisions, and that is trimming production as well as looking at some changes in future model rollouts and options.
GM is one of those automakers that is going to be trimming production. If you take a look at the Chevy Equinox, which they build in 3 shifts down in Mexico, well, now they've said we're not going to build as many. It doesn't mean they're getting away from the Equinox, but they're just not going to have a glut of them in dealerships, which is what you want to see an automaker do. Ford is another company. They've got the new Ford Edge coming out, which they build at their plant in Kentucky, and they've decided that they're going to have less production than many people originally thought. Bottom line is this, guys. There are so many more of these models for sale that incentives are rising because people can go around and say, well, if I don't buy that one, I'll buy this one. And what's the best deal that's out there? This is going to continue over the next couple of years.
They all look the same. You know, I drive down
That's another issue.
Phil, I'm telling you,
that's another issue.
Or I look in people's driveways and one's a Mercedes and one's a Toyota. I'm telling you, they all look the same.
Very few stand out. Now, there are a few brands that do stand out, Kelly. Range Rover is one of those on the luxury end that does stand out. I know people may have comments about it, but that stands out. And the other one, when you look at the mass market, the Jeep models. Jeep is still an incredibly strong brand. Those guys stand out. But you look at a lot of the other ones, it's a mishmash. And people cannot tell the difference between a lot of them.